Yo, what it do, Cash Crew? Have you ever wanted to be an actual content creator and like had dreams of becoming A-list like Kai Cenat, Benadon, Silky, AMP? Well, it's not for you. Or a lot of people actually. But if you put in that hard work, you can do it. AKA not like me, because I'm not consistent at all. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you cash on the like button, cash on the subscribe button, and let's get to it. Low-key, I feel like this is going to be a personal attack. This only reason why is because I'm just not as consistent as I want to be. I have a family, okay? I have kids, I have wife, I got duty, I got shit to do. Life be lifing, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make that money. I gotta make that money on it. Right now, YouTube ain't providing the money on it.
Her quote-unquote toxic 9-to-5 to pursue content creation full-time. And I guess the catch is that if she doesn't do this within 6 months, she has to go back to her full-time job.
I quit my toxic 9-to-5 to become a full-time content creator in 6 months. The catch, if I fail, I have to go back to corporate America. It's time for a weekly recap of the first week. Let's start with YouTube, the hardest place to grow.
The first 2 weeks, you ain't got no data. The first 2 weeks of content creation is settle. You ain't got no data because it takes the first 5 videos to actually put you in the damn algorithm. Oh my God.
In my personal opinion, I got 30.9 thousand views.
Never mind. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Actually, no, because you got them 39.9. You got that 30.9K views from YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts loves everybody.
I got 113 new subscribers. That is crazy. That has never happened before.
That's definitely some good growth, but
that is good growth. Like I said, I'm not hating. But I bet you that 30K views came from YouTube Shorts. I bet you it did.
This isn't enough to sustain, especially within a 6-month period.
You haven't even hit the requirements to make money. You have 113 subscribers, and no hate. I'm glad that you getting subs. I'm glad you got the 30K views. But there are niggas that are still making hella views, but still don't have the watch time. Or have 1,000 subscribers. You have a long way to go. That first 1,000 is the hardest fucking thing to do.
And also, when you look at her YouTube, she makes short form content.
What the? I fucking called it. I said she makes YouTube Shorts. Because there's no fucking way that you're making, as someone that's not even known, doesn't even know shit about YouTube for real, there's no way that you posted for 2 weeks long form content and got 30K views all across the board. There's no fucking way.
And which doesn't pay that well compared to long form content, but this is only 11 out of 183 days, so let's keep on watching.
Nice to meet everybody. For Instagram, I got 105.2 thousand views.
I don't know how you.
223.
I don't know how Instagram works. I don't know. I've studied the fuck out of YouTube, but I don't understand shit about Instagram. But this is still, honestly, the numbers. Okay, you have an extra 50K fucking views, and then you got an extra 200 fucking followers on Instagram. That is still not enough for you to sit here and pay rent or a mortgage.
That's also some really good growth for Instagram, but to my knowledge, Instagram doesn't pay that well. Crazy enough, they actually don't pay at all.
Nice to meet everybody. And on TikTok,
it's
I got 60,000 views. 316 new followers.
I'm not gonna lie, on TikTok, you're not earning shit. There's people that get millions of views and they get paid per 1,000 view, and they still have said that they haven't made enough. And TikTok just got bought not too long ago by America and cut costs from all content creators, in which all them content creators started mainly going on Twitch and YouTube because TikTok is not paying no more. So I'm glad that you're trying to go broaden your social medias and stuff like that, but you're not even really focusing on the big money maker, and that's YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. On YouTube, that's where the money is. If that's what you're trying to live off of, and you're just doing this for the money, YouTube long form content is where the money's at.
I would say the same thing for TikTok. That's good growth, but they again don't pay as well, and I'm not too sure if this woman is within the creator fund. So no, I'd assume that she's not making any money from this. But let's keep on watching.
Gratitude cannot describe. Thank you all so much for supporting this journey. Thank you, Lord, for giving me the idea. Not sure if I should make this a weekly series. Do you guys want to see what happens? How we go up, how we go down, how we stay the same?
And low-key, I applaud her because she's trying to make this into a series. That's actually a pretty good idea. You quit your job, now you're going to show the growth of what you're doing. That's actually a pretty good idea, and I honestly think that will help get you some views. But if that's all it is, then I mean, like, what does your other content consist of? Like, what's your niche? Are you like IRL? Do you do makeup? Do you talk about things? Do you play games? Like, what is your niche? Because I feel like if you're gonna go all in on this, bro, you gotta really dive deep into a one specific niche. You can't be out here just posting about anything and everything. I feel like that would be the best route to do. Just pick a niche, deep dive into it, and just go fucking ballistic.
I am stressed but happy, and that's all you can ask for.
Now, this was posted a few days ago, so I will say this woman has been pretty consistent. But what I find insane about this one specifically is that you're not even full-time, meaning you're not making any money. Who knows? You probably saved up a
Yo, Cameron, every time I react to one of your videos, bro, me and you just be here with it. You know, telepathy. You just be up here with it. I'm just saying, bro. Cameron is literally saying what I'm saying, bro. You're not going to be full-time because you're not making money. This is literally a fucking hobby because you're not making any money. This is precisely a hobby.
Money to try to do this challenge, which would make sense, but if not, if she doesn't have any money saved up or anything, I just think this is dumb. I find it so insane that so many people out there are so quick to drop everything for something that's not even guaranteed. Now, granted, the economy is pretty bad right now. Tons of things are expensive, and it sucks that there's people out there with degrees that are still living check to check and even overwork, and seeing content creators online make abnormal
people with degrees are still in debt. Just to let y'all know, it's still in debt. Oh, wow, my camera just fucked up with that. Whoa there. But anyway, a lot of people that have degrees are in debt, and that's the bad thing about it. But when you see something like this with Kai Cenat, I mean, all you're seeing is like, oh, 100 million. Oh my God, we're making so much money. Oh my God, we're buying Lamborghinis. We're buying mansions. Kai Cenat is one of the rare few content creators that had the blessing after blessing after blessing. Not everybody's going to be a Kai Cenat. Who knows if we're ever going to get another Kai Cenat? Kai Cenat set the bar so freaking high. It's like, that's just one of those rare times that we just got to live in. Just like how it's one of those rare times where we got to live to see Messi and Ronaldo be fucking rivals. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those rare times. Not everybody can't be a Kai Cenat.
Of money while also
nobody wanted to be a Kai Cenat until Kai Cenat became himself.
Of their own homes is definitely very appealing.
That is
maybe even
is that XQC?
Being in the comfort of their own homes is definitely
bro. XQC, what the fuck? That's not. Is that McDonald's and Popeyes and Burger King? Are these monsters? I see a Crush can. Is that Wawa, nigga? You stream too damn much, bro. Like, I get it, this is your job, but like, take care of your stuff, dude.
Very appealing, maybe even a little discouraging to those who spent many years working towards a degree or climbing the corporate ladder at a job and
I'm about to let this play a little bit.
Satisfied. But I think there's so much more to content creation that a lot of people don't see. Like, most content creators don't make anything for the first couple of years they create content. Just because Kai Cenat makes millions now doesn't mean that you can just get off your ass one day, upload a few videos, and you can quit your job the next day and make millions in a few months. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the chances of that are very slim.
The chances of that is more slim than you actually going to work and getting a fucking paycheck.
And if you really want something that sticks within content creation, what I've learned from creating for the many years I've been creating, you have to slowly build up that audience. I've been making videos seriously since I would say 2019. I started on TikTok when I was in high school, then transitioned over to YouTube, and I didn't make any real money to go full-time until 2024. Since then, I've been full-time making content. And I will say, definitely within that span, there were definitely points where I would make a little bit of money from content and thought I could go full-time, thinking, oh, I just gotta grind harder, I just gotta lock in, and boom, I'll be good.
Every content creator went through this. Once you get the threshold of being able to make a little bit of money, you just like, oh, I'm on there. I'm on that wave finally. And then that wave slowly dies the fuck out. And now you're back out to square zero. But that wave, bro, that dopamine effect, when you hit that wave, though, and you get that little bit of money, man, what? I thought it was up from there.
But ultimately, I failed every time, and I went back to work.
You just gotta keep going,
there's
bro.
nothing wrong with that. I learned at the end of the day. But I just don't want more people to fall into this trap thinking that they can make videos and make a ton of money in the span of a few months, all because that's what they see online. A lot of people will see the top 1% of content creators, and will see the glitz and glamour of that, and think...
And that's another thing, too. I was just talking to my wife about this, right? Everybody is so used to seeing these top 1 content creators and seeing them get millions and millions and millions and millions of views and money, right? People that smaller content creators aren't even satisfied with the 5 to 10,000 to maybe 100,000 views. That's still a lot of fucking people, dog, that's watching your shit. But everybody's so used to like, if it's not $1 million, I mean a million fucking people, then it's not good content. Dog. If you're consistently getting $5,000 to $10,000, first of all, you're already ahead of like millions of fucking people on YouTube. You're already ahead of that. Second off, if you put 5,000 people into one fucking room, dog, it would be crowded. You gotta understand the levels of what 5,000 is compared to 200, compared to just a little bit of people watching your shit. If you're only consistently getting 5 to 10 views on your shit, okay, cool. I understand that's not a lot, but it's still 5 to 10 people watching your stuff. You're watching 1% content creators. You're watching speed. You're watching someone that's literally traveling the world and is famous in damn near every fucking country. Like, you're not on that type of level yet, dog. When he streams to about 1 million fucking people on YouTube. Like, you're not on that level. Granted, everybody knows where Speed came from. He was with Aiden Ross, being crazy, acting wild. And then he matured the fuck up and decided to leave the Americas and go to Asia, Europe, and Jamaica and all that. And started actually looking at people's cultures and stuff like that. And that made him rise up. He's loved in other countries. In America, people still be hating and shit like that. But in other countries, oh, this nigga is a deity. Just saying. Like, he's people love him, but you're not on that level yet. You haven't built that shit yet. Luckily, I wouldn't say he got lucky, but he just knew the right people at the right time type shit. He's the one rare friend that just happened to know the other friends that were becoming famous. But you gotta start from scratch, dog. You gotta hit the collaborations. You gotta go to Comic-Cons. You gotta go do the networking. You gotta go do the content creation. You gotta brainstorm the ideas. Like, you gotta do everything, bro. Not everything is just gonna come to you and fall into your fucking lap, bro.
That they can achieve that in a few months when that's just not likely to happen.
Like, people need to understand, like, real content creators need to come in here and say that, hey, when you content creation, it's not fucking fun. It's fun creating the content when you get the views, the comments and stuff like that. That's fun. But what about the days where you're not getting views, where you're not getting content, when you spent weeks, months just planning out a video, or you finally got it to where you wanted it to be, and that shit bombs? Like, what are we gonna say about that? That's the time where content creators get put, where men become boys. It separates them. It separates the men and the little boys. And if you're a girl, the women and the girls. You gotta know to keep going. That's where a lot of people give up at, because they think just because they have one good video and they hope that shit's gonna blow the fuck up, they think your next video is gonna be a next hit. It's not like that at all. You can have one video blow up and then your next 20 to 50 videos are not gonna blow the fuck up, but your 60th one will. Like, that's what you're looking for. You're building your catalog. So when you do make it as a content creator, all those videos will be fucking blown the fuck up because people are going to binge watch.
Yes, there's definitely outliers, but that's not always the case.
I just want to rant. I'm sorry. I'm about to let it play.
I'm not saying that you can't get up there, but I just think it's crazy that so many people are quitting their jobs and expecting to be at that top 1% within the span of months. And a majority of these people quit their jobs, then they're back at another one in a few months later, if they can even get one. We know how hard the job market is right now. It is very hard to get a job. So if you have a job and it's a good job, keep that job. Like, I personally just don't think that blind faith and quitting your job because you feel like it is the move. Like, I genuinely just don't think it's the move. If you want to quit your job because they're treating you wrong and you have another lined up, by all means quit, no problem with that. But quitting for content creation and you're not making any money to sustain it is just stupid. And ultimately, you're just gonna stress yourself out even more, because I feel like one of the key things in content creation is you have to genuinely enjoy it to keep on going, because there's gonna be so many low points. I remember my first couple years, like there were a lot of low points, but I enjoyed making videos. That's what kept me going.
What did I just say to y'all in my rant, dog?
Regardless if I was making money or not, I enjoyed making videos.
You have to have a love for this,
so I could stick it out. And then when I started making money, it's like not much changed, because I've always enjoyed it.
That's the thing, bro. When you make money, Cameron, I'm gonna let you talk. I swear to God, I'm gonna let you talk, right? People that do this for the money, it's so easy for them to give up, because when they don't see that money coming, then it was never good for them. They did it for the wrong reasons. Now, if you genuinely love making content, streaming to people, interacting with the people, looking at the comments, you can't wait to wake up to see how your video did, because you can't wait to see the positive feedback, even though it's going to be some negative, definitely some negative. You know, just to see what the people have to say about your content, you know? Like, that burning desire to be like, if you're out doing everything else, but all you can think about is your next video, or how's your video doing? Like, that burning desire of, like, to create, to make what's in your mind and put it out for people to see, that is what's going to make you become a 1%er. It might take some time. Everybody's journey is different. It might take you a month. It might take the next dude 10 years. Everybody's journey is different. And you gotta just keep that mindset and just keep on going. You're gonna have a lot more lows and you're gonna have a lot more highs. But when you hit that high, bro, that shit gonna make you wait for the next one. If you truly love this, and you really love it you doing it for the love of the game, dog, you gonna chase every single high. And every single high might not be right after each other. You know, you might gotta wait some months and some years for that next high. But boy, oh boy, when you hit that shit though, when you finally hit that, go up, the dopamine effect gonna hit crazy.
Making videos. But the sole factor that some people make videos now is because they see the money that's in it. But I feel like the money is a terrible motive, because you're not going to make a lot of money when you first start out. But once again, this is becoming an actual problem in society. I'm seeing more and more people do this each and every day. Everyone wants to be a content creator. But the sad truth is that not everyone can be a content creator. No. A lot of these people are pursuing content creation for the wrong reason.
Hey, I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to keep it real with you. The people that do content creation for just money, you're the stepping stones for the people that actually do it for the love of the game. That's all I'm going to say. If you do content creation just for the money, you are literally my stepping stone to make it to where the fuck I want to be at, because I love this shit. I wake up, eat, breathe, and sleep this shit, bro. Like, you are my stepping stone. Because as soon as you give up, you're just making space for me to take over. That's all it is. When you not seeing that money hit your motherfucking account after every single month, dog, you are the space that's going to help me get pushed farther. Get out my way, dog. Y'all are flooding YouTube just for the money. And y'all are never going to see that shit, but I will. You want to know why? Because I have a love for this shit, bro. You don't. You doing it for money. You want fast money, quick money. That shit ain't gonna happen, bro. You gotta build this shit the fuck up, dog. You gotta build your foundation. You gotta build your foundation before you build your castle, bro. Or your castle's just gonna crumble, dog.
Most people don't even like the idea of actually creating content. They just like the money that comes from content creation.
That's why a lot of this content be ass.
Which we all know, clout is one hell of a drug. Now, what inspired me to even make this video or even go on, I guess, this tangent is because a little bit ago, KIDDKASH announced Streamer University 2, which if you're unfamiliar, it's essentially this interactive streamer creator boot camp and
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Cameron, interrupting again. Ludwig, bro, that nigga just spit some crazy knowledge about like what it's like to be a top creator, and then what it's like to be a mid tier creator, and then a low tier creator. He just spit hella knowledge about the money differences and what you gotta do and what you're competing with. That I seen that clip on TikTok, and that shit was hard.
Live event founded by KIDDKASH, and it simulates a traditional college experience to help aspiring and emerging content creators network, learn from established creators, and collaborate. And within this whole Streamer University, it's a mixture of up-and-coming content creators and already established content creators, you know? Last year, there were about 120 streamers picked out of the thousands that applied, and this year, he's basically doing it again. But There's even more people that are applying because they saw the event last year, and he's even doing these in-person applications. And while I do think this is a great event that Kai Cenat is doing, it's good because it's shedding light on streaming.
It's a great event, but let's all be real, bro. This shit ain't not just Streamer University is just for the big creators. The first one, I give it to you. The first one was well organized, a little bit more organized. You got a couple, the big creators are just trying out here to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. But there was a lot more smaller creators in there. And they were networking, and a lot of them actually got became famous, became big off of Streamer University. Now, what I've been seeing off this second one in these clips, this one's a lot more worse. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that some people may not even look their way, which is pretty cool. But the problem with it is that a lot of people think this is a golden ticket to become an established streamer, and they're dropping everything to go all in. And the craziest part is that Kai didn't even accept these people. So not only are people quitting their jobs to go to streaming,
mind you, one of the requirements was to get into Streaming University is that you have to be making content and streaming for a very long time. You have to have a catalog, and the consistency has to be shown. A lot of these niggas are dropping everything and making their very first video, and that very first video is a fucking submission in the Streamer University.
They're not even guaranteed to go. They're quitting their jobs to go to the in-person applications, which if you go to these in-person applications, it's not even a full chance that you'll be able to speak to Kai Cenat. Essentially quitting their jobs for no reason. Like this person right here, just quit my job and dropped everything to drive 10 plus hours to Streamer University. Wish me luck. Which, yes, I believe you should have faith in yourself. You should definitely follow your dreams, but this right here, I just think is dumb. Once again, it's not even guaranteed that you'll get into Streamer University if you go to these in-person applications. So this person quit their job without even knowing if they're gonna get into there. Let's say this person goes to these live applications and they don't get selected. Now they have to go back home and they don't even have a job.
Mind you, they have to drive 10 hours back broke as fuck. How are you gonna put gas in your tank going back home? You ain't got no job, dog.
They're just, I guess, vibing now. It's very dumb. But that's
you ain't got no PTO though. Like you had to quit. I hope that was just like clickbait type shit. Cause you had to quit. You couldn't use PTO, or you couldn't just ask for certain days off. You had to quit your job. Okay.
Dumbest of it all. There is this woman who spent her rent money to book a hair appointment with a famous hairstylist, and she did this for Streamer University. And the kicker is that once again, she didn't even get selected because no one is getting accepted yet because Kai is still going through these applications.
I just took a risk and spent my rent money and booked an appointment with Erica Tay. I feel like getting my hair done by Erica Tay is an opportunity in itself. And I'm also trying to get accepted into Streamer University, so no risk, no reward. It's like manifestation. If I book now
Delusion.
and I go get my hair done, university, here I come.
Not only is
what I heard was, I'm gonna risk it all, risk my livelihood, my home, to go book a hair appointment with someone that's famous, just to go try to impress someone else that's famous, even though he's not accepting people yet. Delusion.
This is just extremely dumb. It's also extremely irresponsible. The fact that you can't even pay your rent because you wanted to get your hair done by this famous hairstylist.
I'm not gonna lie. The fact it took all of your rent money to get a hairstyle done is a red flag in its fucking self, dog. And I'm not saying for the fucking hairstylist, because she can charge whatever the fuck she wants to charge. And obviously, if she's famous, then she does a good ass job to be charging maybe $1,500 to $2,000. And I'm pretty sure that's how much your rent was. Are you supposed to spend all that on a hairstyle that you gonna want to change up a week later? You gonna spend your rent money on a hairstyle you gonna want to change up by the end of the week? The fuck on, dog.
To go to Streamer University and you're not even selected to go, It's not even guaranteed that you're selected to go. It's so idiotic, beyond idiotic. Like, yes, when you want to chase your dreams, you have to take certain risks. This isn't even a risk. This is just being dumb.
But you have to take certain risks, but calculated risks. It's just not, I'm not going to wake up and be like, I'm going to spend all my money in my bank account to buy a new camera, a new computer, a fucking, what's that book bag that them niggas got, A&P and Cloverfield, them rich niggas, to have so they can do IRL shit. I'm not going to spend all my fucking money in my fucking life for one opportunity. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. A calculated risk is what we mean by taking risks for your dream. Not just idiotic, I'ma just be dumb as fuck and spend my rent money, even though I'm not going to get selected. Now I got to come home and figure out how the fuck I'm going to make that shit back.
There were definitely a lot of risks that I had to take when becoming a content creator. But the thing about these
risks,
you gotta
sacrifice, but not that
dumb risk. Like, I just feel like this is a dumb risk. I haven't seen people saying that they're gonna quit their jobs if they get into streamer university. Essentially saying if they get selected, they're quitting their job ASAP.
Excuse me, Professor Sinet. Get me out of this Amazon. The minute I get that exception for that streamer, I'm running through this bitch yelling, I quit. I ain't gonna lie. Not me neither though. I do tasks, I do music engineer, I rap, I sing, I vlog, I stream. I need to be consistent with what I'm doing. Get me the fuck out of here. I know y'all niggas wanna see me yelling through this bitch. I'm drunk. And I'm gonna come out with a couple iPhones. Cause I'm streaming you students watch. Let me get accepted. I'm bringing 3 people iPhones back. Straight from here though.
So you criminalize yourself by saying you're gonna steal from fucking Amazon if you get accepted. The way it's looking, yeah, you're not going to streamer you, bud. What the fuck?
Which, once again, I think this is pretty stupid. Just because you get in a streamer you, that doesn't mean you'll be set in the streaming game. Hence why there's
low key, honestly, from what I've seen, because I did a deep dive, I wanted to see if like what it took to actually like get the best you could from streamer you. Obviously, networking, yes, but I have seen and heard from some people that were at streamer you is that what you're supposed to technically do to get the clout that you want is to hang around the bigger celebrities. That's all it is. Like hang around DDG, fucking Rakai, Ray, A&P, Clover Boys. Like that's what you're supposed to do. Like you can network and shit like that, and that's fine. But I heard that if you really want to get the most out of it, you gotta hang out with the celebrities, if that's what you want to call them. And also, you gotta be like entertaining. Like, why you can't just be following around and people gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that?" No, you gotta be like actually entertaining, talking to these niggas, like being with these, becoming friends with these niggas, bro. Like,
so many people that went to streaming university last year, and they're pretty much in the same position this year that they were in last year, because it's not a guaranteed blow up. Just because you go here, that doesn't mean that your streaming career is gonna automatically go from 0 to 100, and now you live in a freaking penthouse and you're making millions. Like, that's just not how it works. And let's say you do quit your job because you got accepted. Once streamer you ends, now you're out of a job and you're not where you thought you were gonna be. Like, I will say, there definitely is a healthy amount of delusion you have to be a...
I will say, if you do go to streamer you, there is no thing called being shy. You gotta fucking work, dog.
Content creator. But what I'm seeing right now is just a lot of people taking risk, and a lot of these risks have no reward, or a lot of people aren't like calculating these risks. And since we're talking about streamer university, I feel like I gotta talk about this. I'm even seeing people with like huge responsibilities begging Kai to be in streamer university. For the love of God, right? I'm not trying to be mean or kill anyone's dreams, but I saw a mother of 9 children begging Kai Cenat to be in streamer university, and her kids were talking about they're hungry. These children are hungry, yet you want to get into streamer university? You think this is the correct response for that? Play the clip.
Kai Cenat, do you want to know what I could bring to the table?
We want to eat. We want to eat. 1, 2, 3. We hungry.
Kai Cenat, they call me...
We're not just going to skip past that.
Man, fuck out of here. You ain't getting it on streamer university, especially that little nigga in the back. Fuck is you talking about? How you gonna call me a bitch ass nigga because y'all niggas hungry? You need to take that up with your mama. Where the father? 9 kids, just you and the mother. Where the father? TikTok gonna call me a bitch ass nigga. Fuck out of here, dog. Fuck. But all in all, that's crazy though. You got a full family of 9 kids. 9 kids, and the first thing you're trying to do is go to streamer you. First off, who gonna take care of these 9 kids? I hope you got a husband and a dad that loves you dearly. And I'm not trying to be all disrespectful and say anything crazy, but 9 kids is a lot, dog. That 9 kids is a lot, and if you can come back and you got more than what you left with, like, you know, followers and streaming better and all that, then by all means, it was a good risk to take. I'll take on the mantle. Like, honestly, if I was in that position as the husband, stuff like that, and you truly were like becoming a content creator, and you see yourself as a gaining something from this, and I see that you're consistent with it, you're posting every single day, and you feel like this is an opportunity for you to do, by all means, I'm supporting. Now, if you're not consistent, now if you're not posting for real, and now you just see a random fucking post about KIDDKASH and Streamer University, and now you're trying to play on the heartstrings, I'm not supporting it. I will tell you stop. Don't post it. We will figure this shit out. Don't have your kids on social media talking about they hungry, dog. Like, let's not do that. I just feel like that's just crazy.
This woman instructed her child to call KIDDKASH a bitch ass, and she held all of her kids, told them to say that they're hungry to get in a streamer you. Ma'am, you know what? Let's just keep on.
That's
watching.
just a
Hey,
begging.
and you know, kids, they just be saying anything. But people want to know, how do I do it?
They talk about some kids want to say anything. Girl, we heard you say 1, 2, 3. You had this bitch calculated. The fuck is you talking about?
9 kids. And honestly, I really don't know. But this will be an opportunity
This shit sounds so scripted, bro.
for them to see for themselves, because I just do it. And if you choose me to be a freshman at Streamer University, I will be that missing piece that you're looking for, because I will be that example that you can do whatever you want to do. All you have to do is just do it. Just do it. It doesn't matter if you have 9 kids, just do it. Okay, so
I'm gonna finish.
this is my application into Streamer University as a freshman, and I hope that we can make things better when I see you, and I can bring something that can't be taught, so keep that in mind.
The top comment on this video says, apply here, Amazon Warehouse University. Look.
Yeah. That was ass. It sounded scripted as fuck. It sounded like you didn't take the time to actually sit here and think about what the fuck you were gonna say. Your big Shazam for that video were your kids, and that was not a good look. Talk about some kids just be saying anything. My nigga, you did a terrible job editing. You didn't even edit out the part where you said 1, 2, 3, and these niggas said we're hungry, and then you had another clip of them saying it again. No, bro, that shit was mad scripted. Obviously, it was gonna be scripted because they're making a video, but it's the fact of like you're trying to act like they're hungry, like you can't, like you're not able to feed your fucking family, and that's not it. You're telling your kids to say this, and then you proceed to lie and say kids just say anything. You had ill intentions, terrible intentions. Like, no, bro. And then talk about some. If I get chosen to Streamer University, I can bring something that you're missing. Well, nigga, what the fuck are we missing? Like you did not take no time to do this, dog. You just thought, oh yeah, that the kids was a bang, bro. That was a banger. You gonna eat that shit right the fuck. I don't even gotta say nothing the fuck else. I don't gotta worry about the rest of the script. I did that shit up the dome. Yeah, that was not it.
I'm gonna be so real. There's nothing wrong with having dreams. There's nothing wrong with
having dreams,
but
make sure your dreams is actually something that you want.
It gets to a certain point in life where your responsibilities can be too big for your dreams. You kind of got to put your dreams on pause. You have 9 children, and you're focused on getting into streamer university. Is this not crazy? This is
now, I hear what you're saying, Cameron, and I understand the dreams. Now, if, like I said before, if she had the support to where she could go to streamer university, by all means, fucking go. But if you're a single mom taking care of 9 kids, which I'm pretty sure that's very possible, your ass worried about the wrong guy. And dang, you need to be worried about making dinner, make sure these niggas get to school. You worried about the wrong thing. Because who's going to take care of 9 kids while you got streaming university? Because streaming university isn't for a week long. And these niggas, if they talking about they hungry and that shit true, you got to worry about getting money for groceries. Man, you tripping.
To me, is horrific. It's terrible, right? But you have 9 children, and kids are definitely expensive, very expensive. And your focus is streamer U. Oh, but Cameron, if she gets into streamer U, she'll blow up and have enough money to support all 9 of these children in this economy, and she'll be one of the top content creators. Honestly, before you even finish this point, I'ma say mine. Before she can get into streamer U, I bet you her only objective was to get in the streamer university and try to hang around the celebrities and shit like that, because she's not a content creator for real. So she's not gonna post that. She's not gonna do IRL content. She's not gonna constantly stream. She doesn't have a cameraman. I mean, you don't need a cameraman, but you don't have a camera. You don't got the equipment. You don't. I bet you what she would use to record that video was a selfie stick and her cell phone. That's it. She don't make content. I'm not saying that you got to stream IRL content the entire time you're there. You can make content, but you don't have... The fact that you couldn't even come up with a simple script to say why you should be a streamer U tells me everything I need to know about you being a content creator, dog. You're not really into content. You want to be into content creation for that moment and go to streamer U just to say, 1, you've been to streamer U and you can flex when you come back. 2, so you can meet all your favorite streamers. 3, you want to maybe, possibility, if God himself was like, you know what, I'm going to bless you, maybe get an opportunity and some followers and shit like that so you can actually start making money off of content creation, but that's slim. What the fuck? No. In the world and live happily ever after. Why are you so mad at this? Yeah, we were in a fucking Disney movie, then of course. But we're not in a Disney movie. We're living in reality. If this woman were to go to streamer U, she'd probably peak in viewership there. It'll fizzle out. Then she's back to reality once she gets back home. The people who are going to suffer the most in this are probably going to be the kids. Like, the kids are saying they're starving. And your response is a streamer university application.
Cameron. Now, I'm not saying that these kids are not starving. I'm not saying that. But you cannot deny the fact that she scripted them to say this. And then proceeded to say, hey, kids just say anything. Nah, dog. I don't like what's going on here. I'm not calling her a liar.
Am I tweaking? Do y'all like my earrings? Back then, if your kids were hungry, you'd most likely get a job or something along those lines, you know, sell drugs. I'm joking. Please don't do that. But no.
In this economy, Cameron, that doesn't look too far off the options.
I guess now begging Kai is better than that, apparently. Look. Kai Cenat is not your savior. Kai Cenat, please save us. And this man is in a lockdown drill. What? And you're playing Brawl Stars? Like, what is Kai Cenat supposed to do in this situation? Just come in like a superhero?
They expect Kai Cenat to come in here like, yo!
He's supposed to just drive a freaking Twitch Lambo through the school walls and take out the intruder or whatever. And I'm pretty sure this person is probably joking, but for the woman begging to be in streamer university, for crying out loud, this woman has more kids than Kai has years of streaming, man. Focus on your kids, ma'am. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I sound like an asshole, but I feel like that.
I don't think you sound like an asshole at all. I think you're speaking the fucking truth.
Needs to be
and normally the truth sounds like you being an asshole.
Dad. Your responsibilities are way too big to be focused on streamer university. Speaking on all these people, though, that are quitting their jobs for content creation, I feel like this is the perfect time to bring up this story that happened back in 2021 that I'm pretty sure we all remember. There was this guy named Austin Wallace who had an $100,000 per year welding job, and he quit that job to shoot his shot at Logan Paul to see if he could work for him. So what he did is...
You're telling me you had a 6-figure job of welding A very good trade to have under your belt, and you're making 6 figures a year to go for, of all content creators, Logan fucking Paul? Some people just don't deserve stuff, you know?
He flew out to an event that Logan Paul was located at, and prior to this, he quit his job and flew there. And once he saw Logan Paul at this event, he pulled out his phone and asked Logan Paul if he could work for him, and Logan Paul turned him down. And he posted the video and ended up being the laughing stock of the internet for a few months, because this dude had a good job and everything, but he quit it to try to work for Logan Paul, and Logan Paul essentially just laughed.
Mind you probably wouldn't even be making as much as he was making as a fucking welder, making $100,000 a year guaranteed.
In his face.
No, I didn't. I quit my job. No,
wait,
it's a story.
I'm interested.
It's a story. I quit my job legit 2 days ago. I came up here, took a risk. I'm originally from Ohio.
Did you sneak up here?
No, I didn't sneak in here. I didn't sneak. What do you mean sneak up?
Like on stage? Or you just like?
Yes, I did.
It's one of the sneak videos.
I'm sorry. I just.
Did you print the ticket and stuff?
No, like, I just needed to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to your brother. I'm trying to talk about business. Trying to get a job. Like I want to do media. I've been trying to get.
What are you good at?
I was 7 dances. I did like
What's
that.
Your TikTok
I did that video. You know, like going like that. Yeah, you know.
Oh, so you really got what it takes.
Yeah, I don't.
Then why would I
need a mentor.
job?
That's crazy to say. If you quit.
This is who you want to work for? The nigga didn't even take you serious. 100,000 for welding, and the nigga that you want to work for doesn't even take you serious.
Your job and everything, and then you're over here saying, oh, you don't have what it takes, then what was the point of you even quitting your job? You don't even believe in yourself.
Exactly. Overall, confidence is gone.
Let's just keep on going.
I'm 22 years old. I'm just trying.
I bet. I can't be a mentor.
You're 22 making 100,000 a year. Niggas at today are dreaming about that. Why is it that there's niggas like this that get so many blessings, and there's people out here that work their ass off every single day, and they have to work twice as hard?
Right now, right in my life, I'm a fuck up myself. I need a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Like I need
connections, and you need people to be around you, right?
No, I didn't have connections and people around. I have Jake. That's it. Do you have a brother? Do you have people? Friends?
I don't.
Friends? You got friends. You got amigos.
I don't.
You don't have friends?
I don't. I swear to God. I'm here by myself.
Where are you from?
I'm from Norwalk, Ohio.
You're a good-looking guy, bro. You have friends, bro. You're fucking lying. You have friends. Go make content. Do stuff with your friends. I'm glad you quit your job. It takes balls to do that, bro. But like now you gotta act.
Try to make a step.
But I'm not the guy directly.
You're the guy. You're the guy.
Bro, my team is this. Relax, bro. Relax. I'm not the guy. Like life isn't about handouts. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm
you
not
gotta
trying to get a handout. I'm not trying to get
what
a handout.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to work hard for a little money. No money. I don't know. I can get a job somewhere else. All I want to move to LA, and I want to be able to be part of that.
Look, I have to go. If you really are serious about it, bro, you should move to LA, and just like you approach me, start making connections with every single person in LA. I'm serious. That's it. I've always said this. If you're charismatic and you can talk to someone, you can make it in LA.
Yes, sir.
That's my advice.
Now, as we can see from this video, this dude
nigga told you to shut up and get up and fucking go work your ass off, just like I did.
didn't end up working for Logan Paul. He did get a lot of followers on TikTok for this, but what he ultimately ended up doing was he went back to his welding job. He's a dad now, and he's getting married soon. And he's still...
At least he got his job back. Like, he got his job back and he matured, started a family, and realized what he was trying to do was fucking stupid. But
makes TikToks, but they're mainly about his wife and his life.
That's good.
And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Like, he's back at his job, he's doing his thing, and it seems like he's happy, whatever. But I just think it was dumb for him to quit his job to go and try to work for Logan Paul without even it being guaranteed. Yes, you got to take some risk in life, but this was just a dumb risk. Like, and that's my problem with a lot of these people quitting their jobs for content creation. It's a dumb risk because they don't have any plan or anything. They're just quitting with faith, and that's all they have.
And, you know, I would say if you quit your job and you really go all in, and you really like honestly, I wouldn't say quit your job if you're just starting content creation. I would say quit your job when you've been doing content creation for a while, you're steadily growing, and you're starting to make money. I would say that would be the time to really, if you really truly wanted to, that would be the time to quit your job. Now, me personally, in a perfect world, I'd quit my job when I'm already making if I'm making $5,000 a month from YouTube, I'd quit my job. I can actually live off of that. I can live off of that. That's livable wages. But if you're only making like $200, $300 from YouTube, that doesn't mean you're about to fucking blow the fuck up. Don't quit your job, dog.
And nothing wrong with having faith in yourself, but it does get to a point where your faith can't be the only thing that leads you in this. Like, you need to have a plan and you need to have some results to actually quit your job for content creation. You're not going to make millions or even thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars within months. Like, it's something that you have to work towards, and it comes slowly. But in conclusion, look, believe in yourself, but just don't be dumb. Don't drop everything to pursue
calculated risk. And I think that's the end of the video, so I appreciate you, Cameron. I do appreciate you, Cameron, because, you know, it's been a while since I reacted to one of your videos, and this is just another banger video. Like always, my good sub, my good boy, and of course, I'm going to tag you in the comment section so people can find the original video and follow you as well. But that's going to be the end of the video. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you cash out on the like button, cash out on the subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments of what you think about these content creators. Would you quit your job? Would you quit your 9-to-5 to start content creation because you truly, truly believe in yourself? You think you got what it takes to make it to the top? Let me know down in the comments of what you would do. But all in all, I gotta head out. Peace out. Cash out on the like button, cash out on the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.